Recording in progress.
You now have the floor.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Board of Elections and Registration Board meeting. Today is June 8th and the meeting is starting at 5:02 p.m. Board and staff, please mute your phones if you're not speaking. And at this time, may we have the approval of the agenda? So moved.
Second.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any nays? Hearing none, the agenda is approved. And next is citizen comment. Do we have any? There are no citizen comments at this time. Okay, thank you, Director Green. Next is the approval of minutes for May 11th, monthly board meeting. May I have a motion for approval? We have a second. It's been properly moved and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Seeing none, the minutes for May 11th is approved. Next are the felon hearings. No felon hearings to report for this month. Okay, thank you. Are there any questions for Deputy Director Green? Okay, so hearing none, next is the office operations report.
Due to the implementation of the new voter registration system and the state asking us to hold out on fully processing in the system while they continue to make changes and updates, we have a backlog of voter registrations that we are now processing prior to Villa Rica's redistricting process. Once this process is completed, all affected voters will be updated via precinct card of the new changes.
We are beginning to reach out to poll workers who have worked with us in the past to see their availability for the upcoming elections. Based on their responses, we will determine how many new hires we will need for November. Starting September the 4th, 2023, I will start pulling poll worker applications and reaching out to those who applied to start preparing for staffing of the precincts for the 2024 election season.
We've begun verifying our supplies and inventory for the upcoming November election, as well as the 2024 cycle. Each election requires various consumables and supplies, so we're preparing supplies for potentially 5 elections in 2024.
Get an application, everybody.
Expound later.
We are in the process of updating EasyVote on all of our computers. EasyVote is one of the programs used for processing voters during the advanced voting period, and we also use it for submitting campaign contributions.
That is the end of operations. I have a few questions before we move on. The backlog, because of the Villa Rica redistricting process, how large is the backlog? Do you have a number to that?
As of this morning, there were 1,805.
And do you think you have the capacity to do it?
We started off, we started hitting it hard in the beginning of the month. And we had close to
2,800.
no, from the start when we first started processing.
When we first started processing, no, we were at, I believe, 5,900.
Yes, and so we've gotten them down to 1,800 just since the beginning of June.
And I think today, if I'm correct, I think just before we left, I think we were at about 1,200 or 1,300.
Okay, great job. Okay. And my second question, the 5 elections, Cameron. So what elections are you going to have to do? We know
The March is the presidential preference primary. I have to get the exact date. I think they show the 13th. Yeah. Then we have the general primary in May. Then more than likely we'll have a runoff. The past 3 years have proven that there's usually a runoff after that. So that will be in June. Then we have our general election in November. And it's likely to have a runoff. And that would be in December.
It's a year ahead.
Yes.
Wow. Are there any additional questions?
What's the minimum age for poll work?
16.
Like hearing no more questions. Thank you all for all that you do and for the report. So next is old business. We continue to review our training materials and are making necessary adjustments and updates. Since the implementation of the new voting equipment in 2020, Dominion, NOINC, and the Secretary of State continues to improve and update the equipment and procedures, and we want to make sure that the poll workers will be properly trained and ready for the upcoming election season. We have had high interest in our deputy registrar's training program. I have trained several people over the past few weeks. If anyone is interested in conducting a voter registration drive here in Douglas County, these trainings are mandatory. Please reach out to me, Tisha Green, at tgreen@douglascountyga.gov, or you can call the office between 8 and 5, Monday through Friday at 770-920-7213, and we can schedule training.
As a reminder, the 2023 municipal general election will be held on Tuesday, November 7th, 2023 for Douglasville and Billerica. For Douglasville, the seats on the ballot are as follows: mayor, council members for Ward 2, Post 2, Ward 4, and Ward 5. Qualifying will take place from Monday, August 21st through Wednesday, August 23rd. People wanting to qualify as candidates can do so at the city clerk in the city hall located at 6695 Church Street from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. with a lunch break between 12 and 1 and then 1 p.m. to 4:30. For Billerica, the seats on the ballot are as follows: mayor, Ward 1, and Ward 2. Qualifying will take place those same days, Monday, August 21st through Wednesday, August 23rd. They can do that at Billerica City Hall, located at 571 West Bankhead Highway, Billerica, Georgia, 30180, between the hours of 8:30 and 4:30 a.m. to 4:30.
Malcolm, that date you said again was November
August 21st through August 23rd, or the election day,
election day.
November 7th.
That's the end of our business.
Okay, thank you. And which of the wards in Billerica have some of Douglasville or do any of them? Do you know?
Ward 1 and 2 is part of our county, I'm not mistaken, yeah, so it will be handled, yeah.
Okay, so we look. Okay. Any additional questions? So hearing none, thank you all again for the report. Next is going into new business.
All right, Georgia has implemented a program where citizens can download their driver's license into their Apple Wallet now. Using the state's verification process, citizens are currently allowed to use this mobile ID. Right now, it's just at TSA checkpoints. In an effort to just be proactive in addressing potential issues at polling locations, we have reached out to Ms. Sessom over there regarding the possibility of this possibly being a way they could use their IDs in the future. We do have voters come in quite often with IDs on their phone, and at this present time, it's not allowed for us to take it that way. So we are trying to reach out to see if it's something that we may be allowed to do in the future. Or if people come in saying they have it on the phone, they send us legal power on to have that. And then Phyllis,
I'm going to read a communication sent out by Blake Evans, the State Elections Director, to all the election officers this morning. In the future, all counties are required to use the new cellular poll pads for advanced voting check-in. I am very excited about this new check-in process. It allows the entire check-in and card encoding processes to occur at one time at a single station, which makes the voter's experience much quicker and reduces work for poll workers. Additionally, because these poll pads communicate information to your ePulse dashboards through cellular connection, you will be able to monitor your voting locations in near real time. Many of you saw the new poll pads at our training conference in early January. This setup that you saw at the conference included the cellular poll pad on a blue metal stand with a wireless printer that could print paper and voter certificates. The wireless printers and blue metal stands are not required in order for you to use the new poll pads for advanced voting check-in. If you do not have the metal stands and wireless printers, you will use the same poll pad setup for advanced voting that you use on election day. If you're interested in purchasing the metal stands and wireless printers for your county, you can certainly do that. For information on purchasing options, you can contact KnowInc at support@knowinc.com. At this time, our office does not have plans to purchase printers and stands for the entire state. If something changes in the future, we will let you know. As we are moving to this new check-in process, we are actively having new discussions on how to pay for the cellular data that these poll pads require to utilize their full functionality. For counties holding March special elections, we are planning for our office to pay the cost for the data used during advanced voting and on election day. We will keep you updated about future elections beyond March. Again, I am very excited about this new check-in process. You will love the additional insight you will have to prevent issues during advanced voting and on election day. Your poll workers will love how easy to use the poll pads are. Voters will love the increased efficiency. Again, that was from Blake Evans, the state election director. Moving forward for Douglas County, this will be an implementation of a new process, and it is something that we need to thoughtfully evaluate moving forward as we prepare to conduct future elections. I would also like to add that our election system is not online, and this new process is a component of the voter registration system. The voter registration system is used to give voters credit, and it is not the same system used in tallying and tabulating votes.
And that's the end of the business. Thank you for the updates. Any questions?
I have a quick question. I'm not, help me understand what this means or what this actually looks like. So is it saying that when someone comes in to vote, they can electronically check in and they don't have to check in with a poll worker? Help me understand that.
It looks somewhat like, just like election day does. So whereas advanced voting, we used to go to the computers first and check them in there, and then they go to the poll pad and create the voter card. And on election day, it's just everything's done on the poll pad. So now advanced voting will be just like election day. Everything is done on the poll pad, and there's really no need for computers. But that's how they're trying to do it. They're trying to phase out us having to be into the voter registration system and the easy vote system. We may not release that just right now. We're probably just for a backup until we see how the system really runs and everything, just so that we can have a backup plan. And if everything goes smoothly, then we'll be straight poll pads, but we probably will still use computers for the first election. So along with their process that they wanted us to use this.
Well, it seems to me that this election cycle with this particular year might be a good one to try at a location.
And I think that's why they're doing it this year, because some people did have March elections, we didn't. So they started with the March elections, but November will be our first time using it this way. So we'll definitely see how everything goes in November.
And we would have to buy them, it sounds like.
The poll pads,
We already have the poll pads. It's the cellular data.
and if you want the stands and the printers,
Yes,
it's something that
but
we have to buy.
now the stands and the printers, we don't have. We would have to purchase, that's another expense.
And not necessarily required in order
Right.
for it to work.
So, and as Blake said, they're working on to see whether or not the state will cover the cost for the cellular connection.
And you guys can call and get a proposal for whatever it takes to do something for this election.
I think they've already given us, I think they're covering it for November. Well, they haven't decided. So I guess once they decide whether it's on us, then they'll have the data on how much the cost will be for us.
For the data piece.
Yes.
For the-
So what about the
For the
hardware?
connection, the cellular connection.
Right.
But we already have, oh, you found like the stand and the printer?
The
We have
stand.
that information already.
Yeah.
Cost.
We already have the poll pad information. Oh, but for the additional printer stand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have a cost for those.
Okay.
And right now, we decided not to go with that.
Additional questions? Hearing none, thank you all for the updates. We'll see what this November brings with the new software and hopefully it will be within budget, soon to get what you need. So next, we will go into executive session to discuss a non-voting legal matter. So at this time, may I have a motion to go into executive session and then we'll return right after that session. So moved and properly seconded. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Hearing no nays, we can now move into executive session. Is this
Thank you. We are now out of executive session where we discussed a non-voting legal matter. At this time, are there any board member concerns? And hearing none, our next regular board meeting is Thursday, July 13th at 5:00 p.m. If there's no more business, this meeting stands adjourned. Thank you all, staff and the board.